Now the crowd quieting down, letting their 6-year quarterback, Daniels, do his work. Looking left, comes off that read, still has time to leave the pocket. A flag comes in the area of holding as he's tracked down from behind and run out of bounds. Holding is the initial indication.
Holding, number 75, offense, 10-yard penalty, first down.
They're still looking for the go-ahead touchdown. Run it with Sean Williams through on contact. Stopped shy of the 25-yard line by Jake Golday, who's seemingly been everywhere in this second half. He just went double sneak on 3rd and 4th down to extend this possession. Got hit with a holding call up front to put them behind the sticks. Play fake. Lets it go. Left side. Caught at the 10. Going out of bounds with a new first down, Keaton Quebeca. And Daniels has 400 yards passing for the 2nd time in his career.
Quebeca missed all of last year with a knee injury, looks spry there. And what about the confidence, the message that sends to your offense as a play caller? You trust your quarterback to go out there and make that timing and rhythm throw and give you a chance to punch this thing in and take a lead.
From the 10, it's 1st and goal. Sean Williams, the tailback. Daniels takes the snap and gives. Around the right side, jumping on his back, Golday gobbles up another tackle at the 6. 2nd down and goal from the 6. Daniels calls for the snap and throws for the lead. Touchdown, KU. Lead by Wentz puts the Jayhawks on top.
Gutsy call after gutsy call by Jim Zabrowski, the offensive coordinator, for his quarterback. Big bodies all over the place, starting with a full house backfield. Get big to go skinny in the end zone. And another touchdown and another lead change with the Jayhawks up under 2 remaining.
You might remember Wentz had the first score last week in the Big 12 opener for Kansas on 4th down to get it all started. Jayhawks hoping he's got the finishing touches here today. Critical extra point is up and through. It's a 4-point lead for Kansas as Jalen Daniels connects. Only a touchdown will do for the visitors.
Makes the situation crystal clear and lets you go out and play aggressive, though. You're not worried about trying to get in range, be measured for a field goal. You get to take the restrictor plate off the Red Dragon and give it a little bit more juice.
If there was a silver lining to surrendering that touchdown, they let it in on 2nd down without spending their final timeout. So they preserved the minute 45 to go chase the lead, and they still have that timeout in their pocket.
One veteran quarterback stepped up on big downs, throwing the ball in the red zone with his team's game on the line. Another big-time veteran quarterback takes over with a 2-minute drill to try and go back and win it.
Now the noise at David Booth Kansas Memorial Stadium kicking in. Sorsby silences them for now. Takes the easy access throw to Cyrus Allen for 6, maybe 7.
See if Kansas gets aggressive at any point in this drive. Or are they willing to give up those dink and dunk passes down the field, knowing they've got the 20 and in where they really have stepped up all day long?
Sorsby handles that off-frame snap, evades the first wave, and chucks it into the Kansas bench. And we'll point out again here that Joe Royer has not returned to the game since converting a massive 3rd down with a 20-yard catch. He was shaken up, and you feel his absence.
No doubt. You always hear the phrase, a tight end's the security blanket. He said, he's my security blanket in life. He's my downstairs neighbor. Anytime I need a hug, I can go down and check in the big guy. And now in a pivotal moment, you're right, nowhere to be found is Kansas going out here and playing man coverage, putting 2 deep safeties back and trying to get some pressure on Sorsby.
2 downs to get 4 yards if necessary. They hit the outs, and Cyrus has them. Enough for a first down as they pick up on 3rd. 1:30 and a timeout remaining. And there you see Gavin Grover, the replacement tight end.
Once again, Cyrus just finding in man-to-man coverage the receiver that's been his security blanket all day. 11 catches for 128 yards and 2 scores. Cyrus Allen looking every bit the #1 receiver in this offense.
With that completion, Sorsby now 26 of 38 for 342 passing. Feeling the heat. It's collected on the sideline, but out of bounds. For a moment, Jalen Todd gave the home crowd reason to celebrate.
This Kansas pass rush getting an opportunity to pin their ears back. We've seen some twists, some stunts up front. And they're finding seams against this Cincinnati offensive line, making life difficult for Sorsby in the pocket, who was unbothered so much of the game.
Sorsby leaves the pocket. Out at the numbers. Got a man! Isaiah Johnson! Pulled down at the 28 by Lyric Rawls. And there's a late flag down at the 30, right where they collided. For now, it's a 35-yard gain, and we await the penalty announcement.
The hat off again. You wonder if the receiver who ended up catching that ball was out of bounds, like we saw earlier in the game. This Kansas defense thinks this ball's moving back.
Illegal touching. Number 0 offense. The receiver went out of bounds on his own, came back in bounds, and was the first to touch the pass. The penalty is a loss of down
right up
at the previous spot.
Kansas sideline.
It's third down.
And earlier it was Bryson Canty. It was against Kansas, where you see, all right, so the number 2 receiver at the bottom right here. Again, the quarterback scramble, so now you're getting ready to turn upfield, and once again, now the question there, and that was right on the edge of did the defender get hands on him and force him out of the sideline? The referee disagrees, and it looks like his foot had already been out of bounds when he was contacted by the defender. So again, if you go out on your own, you can't be the first receiver to come back, even if you reestablish yourself in bounds and catch the football.
Timeout Kansas before minute 11 seconds to go.
Still plenty of time. A quarterback that you just saw made big plays, but you've got to be aware right now, in the middle of this defense, Dean Miller, number 5, that's a pass rushing body. They've been creating levels by adding a 4th rusher, a little bit delayed, and this offensive line's had a tough time picking up these stunts.
After the timeout, Kansas had 12 on the field. Sorsby hit as he deals. That ball's up in the air. It's tipped, and this game was almost over.
Boy, JB, you wonder how much in those spots you miss Joe Royer, who made a catch similar to that in a similar situation early in the game. That just off the outstep fingers. Usually, when you get that tip ball, you gotta have the pick in the secondary. 4th down on the way for Cincinnati.
Lathan and Rawls with a near miss. Must have 4th down here for Brendan Sorsby. Steps up into trouble. A one-handed stab to keep the game alive. Noah Jennings into Jayhawks territory with 17.
This Bearcats offense won't blink. Play called back for penalty. 4th and game on the line. And Sorsby steps up in the pocket. His receiver makes a great play. Everyone selling out, mashing down turbo on the controller. What an incredible effort.
Still a timeout to utilize when necessary. Just under a minute to go. 4-man rush. Sorsby hit again, dealing middle of the field and caught by Goody. Standing tall in the pocket and wearing it for a new 1st down at the 26.
All these twists and stunts, getting home, getting hits, but it doesn't matter when your quarterback's this steely on him.
Sets the laces again, looking for the out for yardage and to stop the clock below the 20. Gets 8 on 1st down with Grover.
Still the timeout in their pocket again. Kansas up 4, so you don't have to worry about playing for a field goal. And here's a shot again of the big play here. Coming right through the middle. He just continues to stand in the pocket and deal.
They're running all kinds of games at the right side of that Cincy offensive line, aren't they?
Yes, they're trying to put Tarantayo in a blender at right guard. And it's led to some easy pressures. It's part of what's flushed Sorsby out of the pocket.
They'll run it here. Tawee Walker to the 5 and to the 2. The and short situation allowing Cincinnati to run it. They get a stop clock with 37 seconds to go, a rush of 17 yards. Walker stays in. Sorsby calls for the snap just as Kansas spends a timeout. They're hunting up here is the go-ahead score.
Normally you'd be worried about Sorsby being the keeper. He's up under center right now with Zahersky in the fullback spot. Let's see if there's some movement pre-snap that gives Tua a chance to impact this with his legs.
Brendan Sorsby steps under center, opens up, and gives Walker untouched for the go-ahead touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Let's go, baby! Come on!
It lands with 29 seconds, and Kansas holding one timeout.
And boy, does that looming missed interception off the tip ball loom large right now. Have a chance to end the game, and you've got to take it because Brendan Sorsby and this Cincinnati offense were ready with big plays and a stunned crowd here in this home stadium.
An essential extra point try here from Stephen Rusnak and his unit, and the lefty got it. So down a field goal, 29 seconds and a timeout. Kansas still has a look after a 10-play, 75-yard touchdown drive.
You're going to see big number 50 pulling left to right. Evan Tangesdal just clearing out space. But the job by 56, DeAndre Buford, who's had a couple of holding calls go against him today. A great job getting to the second level and clearing some space against Trey Lathan. That whole group didn't blink. Brendan Sorsby was a quarterback I thought highly of coming into this season, coming into this game. Didn't start as well as he wanted to passing the football against Nebraska at the beginning of the season. The Big 12 as advertised this season.
Can they keep it away from Emmanuel Henderson on a hop? He takes it at the sideline. Does his best to get yardage and save time. We asked the Kansas staff how far they would need to get for a late game field goal opportunity. Ideally, they want to be tucked inside the 35-yard line, but they would stretch it out to 36, 37 in a situation like this. So that's the line to keep an eye on. Daniels shooting for it. Steps up to dodge the heat. This is huge here. Cincy drags him down below the 30. With 19 seconds to go, the Jayhawks have to burn their last timeout.
Final charge timeout of the half.
Getting to their first down game.
Again, all three D linemen on that right side, making sure he can't roll to that strong arm.
Deep drop, Daniels does get out the right side. Tracked down by Golday and sends it into the Cincy sideline. It'll be 3rd down and 6 with 11 seconds to go. Jayhawks desperately striving for a late field goal try. Incomplete at midfield. It's 4th down and only 6 seconds remain. It's out on 4th and 6.
2 deep, 2 underneath, and actually a decent amount of guys near the line of scrimmage. You're still probably going to end up rushing 2 or 3, dropping players out. But they want to give this offensive line something to think about.
Jalen Daniels finds the completion. This is just the start. Quebeca out to Pickett. Now it's on the deck. Scooped up by a lineman, and it ends there as Cincinnati silences Lawrence with a road win.
JB, there is no sweeter sound as the opposing team than the stunned silence of the road stadium.